Thomas.
What can I do for you?
Thanks a lot for the help, Elyazar. Something in the forest must be making these animals so bold. Whatever it is, I hope it stays there. Oh, that's a pretty good upgrade for a breastplate.
Be careful.
Nice, thank you. So welcome back to our playthrough of World of Warcraft on our human paladin, Elyazar. Just continuing where we left off last time. Uh, Getting some quests done at this Eastvale logging camp. I think next we'll kind of head over and do the ones on the west side of the area, and then we'll kind of, I think we'll make our way to Stormwind, because we have a couple quests in there we can do as well. Okay, so this was to get our piece of armor, I think, right? I have been commissioned by the Stormwind army to supply their people with cloth and leather armor. If you have a marker for me, then I'd be happy to make you something.
Be careful.
Ah, thank you for the marker. Please, feel free to pick your choice of armor. Luck to you, brave paladin, and may this armor serve you well. Oh, a good upgrade on that as well. I remember when, oh, I don't know if our red shirt kind of goes with that anymore. Yeah, I'll go without the shirt. I remember when you actually had options that you could pick from the different quest rewards. I think they streamlined it down now, so you only have ones that are kind of applicable to your class, but I don't know, I always liked having the option to do that.
King's
Marshall
order.
Patterson. Did you find the collector? Did you discover whom he's working for? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't remember if he said anything about who he's working for. You found him. Well done, Eleazar. He won't be collecting from the Elwyn mines again. And this ring you found is interesting. It's a membership ring of the old Stonemasons Guild of Stormwind. I haven't seen one of these in years, since back in the days when the Defias Brotherhood used to infest this land. Okay, another upgrade and an 8-slot bag.
For the Alliance.
Between last time and this one, I did go back to Goldshire and bought some of these leather satchels as well. But I think we still have some 6-slot bags we can replace. Get some new gloves. Okay, I think that's all of that. Let's head back to Goldshire.
You need something?
Yeah. So let's go here. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I'm very much liking recording it. I think it ended up being 4 episodes. The first 4 episodes, my OBS was not hooked up correctly to do the recording. It seemed fine for like recording Minecraft and whatnot, but for World of Warcraft and I'm guessing other games, yeah, the bitrate just wasn't high enough. I didn't know it. I guess after doing some research, it defaults to like 2,000 kilobytes when it needs to be. I mean, for good results on what I was doing, like 60,000 kilobytes. So definitely had to increase that. So it'll make the videos files a lot larger on mine. So it'll take larger to actually upload them, but it should be okay. Should be fine. We'll see how this turns out. Let's go down this way and see what we can do to help out. So this is the Westbrook Garrison needs help. They were requesting us to go there, and we're going to go talk to him and see what they could use help with. Yeah, so in this part, I kind of wanted to talk about what I currently have planned for this character. So we're still on the free trial. I think short term, kind of what I want to do with this series initially, as I'll kind of be expanding out to other characters, kind of they'll have their own different series with different parts and whatnot, but kind of all falling under the same umbrella in an attempt to like actually do the game on a bunch of different classes and check things out. This one will stay kind of within the human starting area. There we go, got Explorer. So mainly like what I'll do on this character is finish going through Elwyn Forest, go into Stormwind City. I think next we'll probably head over to Westfall, do the quests there. I'll probably hit level 20 somewhere in Westfall, but we'll just keep going. And then, so like we won't be getting experience for what we do, but we'll still be able to experience the quests and whatnot. And then I think after Westfall, we'll head over to Red Ridge Mountain. and do that area. And I don't know exactly what's after that. I think then it's on to Duskwood. And then I'm thinking it's down to Stranglethorn Vale. And I think that might be where I take this character, at least for that kind of beginning part. And then I'll also do a dwarf or um, a gnome of some sort and do the Dunmoreau storyline and going through these other islands that we'll get to, or different areas. We'll kind of see what we go. I don't know if I'll do a Worgen starting area and go through this, but we'll kind of see where it takes us. And we don't have to stick to that plan if we don't want to, so we'll see what happens. A wanted poster. Wanted Hogger. A huge gnoll, Hogger is prowling the woods in southwestern Elwyn. He has overpowered all attempts at his capture. The Stormwind army has placed a generous bounty on the gnoll. To earn the reward, bounty hunters should venture into the woods and deal with the beast. Okay, we'll go check him out. Let's talk to Deputy Rainer.
Well met.
Marshal Dugan sent you, eh? Well, you're not the enemy. You're not from the army, but if Dugan sent you, then that's good enough for me. Our question is, to say the least, our situation is, to say the least, a stressed one. I hope you can give us a hand.
Go with honor, friend.
Gnolls, brutish creatures with no decent business in these lands. I feel like we'd say that about all the stuff that's in Elwyn. What if they just want a place to stay? Have been seen along the borders of Elwyn Forest. A large pack of them, many more than we can handle alone, have infested the woods south of the guard tower yonder. Another group has infested the areas near Stonecairn Lake to the east. The Stormwind army will commend whoever helps kill them. Bring me their painted gnoll armbands as proof of your
For
deed.
the Alliance.
Okay, I'll head over there. So yeah, I think that's kind of the plan for now. My other question was maybe go until I get level 20 on these characters and kind of stop for then and just try to. Oh, we have a Dractyr right here. Try another class at that point. The main thing I'm wondering is if I'm going to be doing kind of quests. I don't know if it's really worth it to do the ones that, I mean, we won't be gaining experience for them because we're not, we're still on a free account. The other thing I could do is kind of stay exclusively in like the classic zones on one character, and then with new characters we'll actually jump into doing like chromie time through the other expansions is kind of what I was thinking of. I think that would give us kind of some more flavor to the different quests as we're going through, and kind of give us more time with each character as well. If I just stuck with this one until the end of the human storyline, or well, not the end of the human storyline, but the end of the like human main starting area, and then kind of switching off, it might feel discombobulated. Like, I mean, unfortunately, the way I'm planning to do this, it is going to be kind of discombobulated as I go between characters. I'm not going to try to do that too much. I want to do as much as I can on one character until we start the next. But yeah, I feel like I'm all over the place trying to explain what I want to do, but we have time to talk about it and think about it. This is an old deed to an expanse of farmlands within Westfall. It is signed. Oh, there's Hogger. Let's just take him out. Oh, he's already going to attack us. Okay. We'll get back to that note. Got so rudely interrupted. Oh, he's eating. Stop. Stop that dude. No hurt, Hogger. Hold your blade, adventurer. General Hammond Clay. Wow. Oh, where did these kids come from? This beast leads the Riverpond Knoll gang and may be the key to ending Knoll aggression in Elwyn. We're taking him into custody in the name of King Varian Rin. Okay. No. Take us to the stockades, Andromath. Andromath, that's a pretty cool mage name. Okay, well, bye. Anyway, there's an old deed to expansive farmlands within Westfall. It is signed by a Theodore Fulborough and co-signed by his wife, Verna. And on the back of the deed are hastily scrawled words. We leaned on Fulborough and got his deed. Thought it might be handy if you wanted to forge one of these for your own place. The Frobols won't give us trouble. Last I saw them, they were on their way out of Westfall. Stuck with a broken wagon. You think the Frobols might want their deed back. Okay, so we want to go take the deed back to them. So that's kind of our introduction quest to Westfall, it seems. Oh, there's a rare mob here. So we'll have to take him. But, yeah, so I'm thinking potentially... Oh, this is actually an upgrade, even though it's leather. Potentially taking this character all the way through kind of the human kingdoms and any quests outside of it, so like in Kalimdor. So do quests in the Eastern Kingdoms and then jump over to Kalimdor and do any Alliance quests on this one as well. I don't know if we'd rather do the Alliance quests on something that starts over in Kalimdor. I think the Night Elves start over there. Just something to think about. If you have any suggestions, you can leave them down below, but I think that's kind of how we'll go for now, but we have a ways to go anyway. Hail, Elyazar. Have you been killing gnolls? I sure have. I see you've been busy. You have our thanks, Elyazar.
Go with honor, friend.
Got some boots. Nice. And that's it. So we're already done with questing in this area pretty much. So we just have some Stormwind duties. There's not really like a big storyline in these opening areas. Just kind of get you introduced. So, basically, my goal long term is to have done like all the stories and the quest lines that you can, not on a single character. What I've wanted to do in the past is like have one main person I do on the Horde, one main character I have on the Alliance, and have them do all that kind of stuff. I don't want to do that. I want to give myself a chance to play some other characters as well. Just that's kind of the way I like to play, is to switch around. So I think, for example, like we're going through Elwyn Forest. Ideally, and I'm recording this, so it'll go up on my YouTube channel. Ideally, we don't do this again on a YouTube series channel. It'll be Elyazar. He's the one that went through Elwyn Forest, you know. Let's talk to Marshall.
Greetings.
Oh, this is from the Hogger. He did what? Great. Now we have bloodthirsty beasts right beneath our streets of Stormwind, with a whole army of gnolls at his command. Definitely an improvement. I feel safer already. Yeah, that's the sarcasm. Here's your reward, Elyazar, but promise me you'll check in on the stockades guards in Stormwind at some point, just to ensure that things are going smoothly. Yeah, I'll do that. So we got
Be careful.
some leggings. Go ahead and put these on. Let's see, we leveled up and we got a new talent point, so let's check that out. So we got a new paladin talent point. So yeah, each holy power spent reduces remaining cooldown of Hammer of Justice. I still don't know what Hammer of Justice is. I haven't unlocked that, I don't think, yet. Unless that's somewhere in the tanking tree? It's been a while since I played Paladin, so I don't even remember. Let's see what these other ones are. Divine Steed now has 2 charges. I've barely even used Divine Steed. While mounted on your charger or under the effects of Crusader aura, which we are, the ranges of Crusader Strike, Templar's Verdict, and Hammer of Justice are increased by 3 yards. That's pretty nice. Increases the duration of Divine Steed by 1 second. This one, a bigger range could be interesting. I'll go with this one for now. And let's head over to Stormwind.
What can I do for you?
Ah, you look like you're in a hurry. Well, then you came to the right place.
See you around.
You have to get this note to Stormwind. That's not a problem. You can take one of my griffins.
See you later.
For a small fee, you can take a griffin to Stormwind, so you can deliver Argus's note to Osric. You don't get there faster any other way. If that sounds acceptable, then just speak to me again when you're ready for a ride. I'll charge you a little, but trust me, it'll be worth it.
Safe travels. Good day
Okay,
to you.
let's head over into
Have a good one.
Stormwind real quick. So we'll get a couple of these quests done, mainly just the introductory ones, and then I think we'll just head right over to Westfall, to be honest. We'll check out Stormwind later on as well. Okay. And yeah, I mentioned, so for example, when we're going through these Elwyn forest quests, the idea is to not have to do that on another character, at least like in a video. I want to keep the certain zones tied to like the specific actual characters I'm playing them on. So yeah, we'll focus on that. I think currently all I've really figured out, kind of more logistic wise, is on the Horde I am going to do the Maghar Orc Warrior at some point. That's pretty much all I have for the Horde currently. And then on the Alliance I have this character, and I'd like to do a Lightforged Draenei Priest as well. Let's see, Osric. Continue to Stormwind. You've been traveling, eh? Have you been anywhere interesting?
See you around.
Note from Smith Argus. I'm not surprised he needs more gear. There are so many new recruits these days. Well, thank you, Elyazar. Here's some money to cover your travel costs.
See you
That's
later.
kind. Elyazar, I gathered into this crate everything Argus asked for. Can you take it to him? If you've already spoken to Barrett at Goldshire, then you can take a griffin back to him. Dungar Longdrink is our griffin master, over in the trade district. Speak with Dungar and get this crate to Argus as fast as you can. We don't want our fighting men and women in Goldshire to go without fresh equipment. Okay, go ahead and take this over. We could go ahead and get archaeology as well. I think I'm probably fine not doing archaeology right now, just because I'd have to go over to Stormwind Keep. I'll do that at a later date as well. Let's see, Grimmin.
Great to meet you.
You're here to help with my delivery. Very good.
Safe travel.
The Stormpikes here are a respected dwarven clan, and we're well known for our fine and discerning tastes. So it's no wonder that Gringor Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away in distant Lochmodan. If you plan on traveling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the northern guard tower in Lochmodan.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Okay. We are not going to do that because that takes us all the way to a distant area. So that's taking us all the way up here through a couple different zones. So at least for the time being, I think we're fine not to go ahead and do that. So let's talk to the Griffin Master. We'll head back to Goldshire, and then we'll head over to Westfall. Yeah, so like I said, I have planned to do a priest on here, and then so I've never played through as a priest, but that'll be my cloth wearer for the Alliance. And Lightforged Draenei, I just want to get the heritage armor for that as well, so I figured well, that would work the best, and I think they have a good fantasy as being priests. Draenei in general have a good fantasy for that, but
Hey there.
let's grab a Stormwind tabard while we're
See you
here.
around.
Represent our city. So I don't know. I thought that would be a decent choice.
Light be with you. For the
Let's
Alliance.
see. Is that sweat on your brow, lad? You've been running too much. Next time, take a griffin.
Be careful.
A crate for Goldshire, eh? People sure are getting lazy. Have you been to Goldshire before? If so, then it's no problem, my friend. I have plenty of griffins trained to fly that route.
Go with honor, friend.
The Griffin Master in Goldshire is Barlet. If you've spoken to him before, you can take one of my griffins to him. That's a good lesson to know. Griffins are always trained to fly to their capital city, but they'll only take you to a remote Griffin Master after you've already been there before. You've already been to Barlet, so just speak with me again when you're ready to take a Griffin to Goldshire. Once there, you can deliver Osric's crate to Smith Argus. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, so I'm just kind of looking at the map, kind of thinking of how we want to plan it out. Yeah, I think we'll head over to Westfall, then to Red Ridge Mountains after that, and do the quests there. Potentially Duskwood as well after that. And we'll see. I think the only other thing, so you guys can help me on this as well. The main thing I was thinking of, let's go ahead and turn this back in. You send the armor, yep, great. Thank you, now you know how griffins work.
Have a good one.
The only other thing I was thinking was potentially kind of getting rid of the level 12 cap, because I know that the thing about having the level 20 cap, sorry, not 12, is we can't really explore the talent trees because we stop leveling once we get to level 20, and we don't get to experience kind of any of the classes after that. So I'm thinking potentially doing the time walking or the Chromie time campaigns on each character. So for this character, for example, we do the Cataclysm. That includes the Cataclysm Chromie time includes Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, as well as like the Maelstrom. And I'd probably only do that. I kind of want to have a series where we can look at the kind of the classic zones in quotes, because they're not all the classic quests and stuff. But have one series where we can look at that, and then the next one kind of do another character going through Outland, and we'll experience that. So I don't really know how we want to do it. I'm not totally decided, so let me know what you think would be a better idea, or if you guys have any suggestions, and I'll take a look at that. So here we are in Westfall.